What's up, everybody? This is Mastery and Gamer, and we just got the Season 4 Overwatch trailer showing off some major changes coming to the game in this season, as well as some juicy new skins, including the new Genji and Sojourn mythics. So let's go ahead and jump right on in, taking a look at everything we have in store in this trailer. Starting off first with just a big cinematic overview of mainly Demon. They do this every time there's a new hero added in the season. We've seen a lot of Demon stuff already at this point, so we won't focus too much on just the showcase of her as the new hero. But then we get into the main event that'll be happening, at least for the first portion of this season, which is the Shooting Star Meka Mania, which is an interesting little direction for them to take. So basically, this is going to be pick your favorite mecha pilot and then earn rewards based on the pilot you picked. It's pretty similar to the cosmetic reward things we've seen for the past few seasons, where it basically comes down to just picking a track and then getting the respective rewards. And if you're efficient enough with the amount of, grinding you do, basically, then you'll be able to finish all the tracks in the course of time for this event, but you can sort of prioritize what you want first. So nothing too novel or fancy there, but it is fun that they let you pick your favorite pilot. I, for one, will most certainly be starting with Overlord, unless there's really cool rewards on a different track. But then we get a quick flash of the Busan rework, which we've already seen a fly through of, so nothing to hold on too long here. Before getting into the Battle Pass revamp. That is right. They are reworking Battle Passes this season. And if you've played Fortnite, you've seen this before. They're literally just once again copying Fortnite beat for beat here with the redesign of this Battle Pass, because this is literally just what current Fortnite Battle Passes look like, where you get to sort of pick a tier with a respective skin and get the rewards for that set leading up to that skin, so that you can kind of have some variety in terms of the order you go through to get the cosmetics. We will be taking a closer look at all these skins in just a moment, but there is a lot of important stuff to talk about here, because not only is there an update to the order of how you unlock the cosmetics in a battle pass, but you also have the option to unlock alternate rewards using the hacked swap mechanic, which is basically just meaning instead of getting the skin that you would normally get from just finishing that track of the battle pass, you can swap the skin at the end with a select number of past shop skins, they all seem to be, and then you get that skin unlocked by completing the track instead of what's already there. A very interesting mechanic, and it's pretty nice because it just gives you more variety in terms of actually getting skins you want, which is a great thing as far as I'm concerned. And also, while on the topic of talking about battle passes, they did acknowledge in the corresponding blog post that released alongside this trailer that past battle passes will actually be coming back starting in the mid-season. These will be called unvaulted passes and will give you a second chance to catch up on rewards from select battle passes past. Once you've picked one up, or if you already owned the original battle pass, it will stay permanently available, letting you progress alongside the current season whenever it fits your schedule. So yes, Blizzard has finally done it. They've finally made at least some battle passes. It sounds like maybe not all of them, at least not right away, will be available to do this, but at least select battle passes will be able to be completed, whether you bought them back in the day and just didn't finish them, or are just now getting them for the first time. You'll be able to finish those old passes and grind through them at your leisure. This is great. This is one of the best changes I think we've seen Blizzard make on the cosmetic front in quite a while. Again, this will be happening in the mid-season though, so the season will not be launching with this feature, and we have to wait for the mid-season to get further details, but I, for one, am very excited to hear that this is something coming. At this point, though, we then get a look at the new skins coming in this season with what is perhaps the best set of Battle Pass skins, as far as I'm concerned, all year since they relaunched Overwatch back in February. We have the Cyber skins with a very cool looking Cyber Mechanic Diva skin. I love this one. This is phenomenal for a Battle Pass skin. Along with it, we get skins for Cassidy, Pharah, Moira, and Brig, all which look pretty good as well, fitting that cyber theme. We have a few shots of them here from both the trailer and the press kit they released as well, showing off more clear images of all the skins together. In this big image, we do also get a look at skins for Junker Queen and Demon, which appear to be the ultimate bundle skins for this season. Again, as expected, because it's what they've done every season so far, the new hero gets their new skin in the ultimate pass. Makes sense, and we can see demons here. It's apparently a divine demon skin. Literally divine demon. So yeah. I'll be honest, doesn't really do it for me. Kind of looks a little goofy. Demon herself looks odd, I guess. Junker Queen looks fine though. Hers is called Metalcore. I think looks good enough. Seems rather similar to other skins she already has personally, but I still think it looks nice. We also get a look at the Mizuki starter bundle skin. It looks like he'll be getting the starter bundle skin this season. We don't have a name yet for this skin, I don't believe, but we do get a quick look at it here, and it looks fine. I mean, it says, it's nothing special. Starter bundle skins are typically pretty simple, and it just looks like a slight recoloring with a different hat for the most part. Next up for the skins, we get the Young Gods bundle, which will be a shop bundle coming in this season, featuring skins for Kiriko, Freya, Doomfist, Wooyong, and Jetpack Cat. That is right, these 5 will be getting Young God-themed skins, which are all apparently based on different gods from different folklore and mythology. It definitely has a sort of urban fantasy type vibe where they're like, youths that have god powers or are connected to gods. It's like a whole genre of fiction I'm aware of. Not one that I'm like a fan of per se. And I gotta say, these skins aren't ones that do it for me, but I'm sure they're going to be pretty popular in their own right with the people who are more into that. And I think they look decent for what they are, at least on an objective level. And then we also get the Fleece and Fangs bundle with skins for Soldier 76, May, Mercy, Hanzo, Juno, and Vendetta. And these are the sort of like wolf and sheep. These are from a survey not that long ago, but we have seen them through a survey before, and now we get a look at the actual skins coming. Again, this ain't a theme for me. I think they look fine for what they are. I think, if you're into this type of aesthetic, then I guess they're probably decent enough skins. For me personally, I don't think either of these shop bundles are ones that are really jumping out at me though. Probably ones I'm going to be passing on. We also get a quick look at some new World Cup skins for Domina, Kiriko, and Cassidy. Not too much to comment on for these. They kind of have that weird sort of abstract, fancy, kind of godly type design that esports skins always seem to have. But we do get a teaser for a collab, which I'll be saving to the end since Blizzard saved it to the end of the trailer. Because first we have to talk about now also the Mythic skins. That is right, we are getting the new Mythic Koi of Duality Genji skin. A rather impressive looking one. It still basically fits into that divine slop genre that Blizzard is infamous for at this point with its mythic skins. But I gotta say, at least from the images and quick clips they've shown off of this skin, I think it looks pretty decent. It feels very reminiscent of his Oni skin, which is good because that skin was good, but also is maybe a little redundant. I don't know. I mean, I think it looks fine for what it is. I like the sort of like split down the middle color scheme it has going for it. I think that's at least a unique design for the skin compared to other divine slop we've been getting. And I think for the most part, yeah, it looks decent. Probably better than the majority of recent mythics we've been getting. The other mythic then is the Eternal Crystal Sojourn weapon, which looks to be a sort of like porcelain and like gold skin for Sojourn's gun. Very interesting design. Not what I would have expected. I thought maybe something more cyberpunky since that very much fits with her as a hero, but no, they went in a totally different direction, giving it this sort of like ceramic, pristine porcelain look, which I think is actually pretty cool. And then for the rest of the trailer, we get little snippets of stuff. There's a new drives that's called like a team up drives coming this season, which seems to incentivize sticking together as a team when you're going through drives. I didn't know it was possible to make a drives event worse, but I think they've found a way by forcing you to play with people who you immediately hate because they just threw your match. Seems like a great way to handle drives. There's also a rank reset happening, which we did know ahead of time was going to be coming. And then we get a look at some of the other map rework, taking a look at Rio and Eichenwald, both of which, we'd seen beforehand from teasers they put out showing the reworks. So nothing too novel there. And then at the very end, we get a teaser for the collab to be coming in this season. And yes, it's exactly what so many people had predicted. It is Wave 3 of Le Sserafim. A third Le Sserafim collab wave is going to be coming, which makes sense because they are going to be at BlizzCon in September. So, of course, there's going to be another corresponding wave for them since BlizzCon is set during Season 4. Makes sense that Le Sserafim collab is brought back, and we'll probably getting a new wave, I should mention. New skins are going to be coming for Le Sserafim, but I bet they'll bring back the old skins too this season. I feel like I'm getting a little bored of Le Sserafim and these types of K-pop J-pop type skins. I understand they are extremely popular, and to be fair, the past ones we've gotten have been very good. I just kind of wish we saw a bit more variety. At this point, I'm getting a little tired of just seeing Le Sserafim come back over and over and over again, but it's popular, and Blizzard sure as heck makes a lot of money off of it, so I get it. And that does it for all the stuff that was shown off new coming in this season in the trailer. Definitely some things not present here in the trailer, too, which immediately stuck out to me that we did not see featured here. The first being Ultra skins. Now, it's possible that some of the skins in these shown shop bundles will end up being Ultra skins, but if they are, Blizzard was very careful not to promote that fact. They made no mention of Ultra skins in either the trailer itself or the corresponding blog post. Whether they're actually absent from this season, we will have to, I guess, wait and see. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they snuck in an Ultra skin somewhere in one of these bundles. But the other thing that was missing as well is hero reworks. We got 3 map reworks, which I'm very excited for, but no word of hero reworks. Not even a tease that they're coming in the mid-season or anything like that. Just nothing. No mention of hero reworks. Talked about this before when talking about this season and hero reworks in general, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just straight up scrapped the reworks entirety, because it seems like that's how hero reworks end up panning out the majority of the time at this point. They always get announced as, oh, we're going to rework Sombra, Moira, Roadhog, and then nothing ever comes of it. We never see a rework happen. We might see some minor tweaks to that hero. No reworks dropping. But yeah, so, maybe they will still end up coming in season 5 or 6 later down the line. They never even said specifically that season 4 was going to be seeing reworks for any of these heroes that got announced previously back during Spotlight. But it is worth noting, there are clearly no reworks happening here in season 4. Maybe at the mid-season there'll be something, but at least for season launch, no reworks. And on that note, that does it for all the major announcements we had today. Definitely let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments down below. Are you excited for any of these skins? Are they ones you're going to be eager to get your hands on? Are you excited to try out the new map reworks? Or maybe you're excited about the new Battle Pass changes, because frankly, I think these changes are pretty good. On that note, though, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit up that bell icon, follow me on X, and join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any future Overwatch news, streams, and other content. Feel free to swing by my live stream a bit later today, where I'll be talking more openly and casually about all the new stuff we got announced. I'd love to hear your thoughts there, so feel free to stop by on both YouTube and Twitch. And otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.